Hey guys, welcome to this FL Studio tutorial. I want to show you how to make the sound of a rushing wind, that sort of sweep sound that you hear in dance songs and electronica songs to create a build of energy. This is the kind of sound that we're going for. Wait till it gets to the end here and I'll show you, and then we'll go in detail of how to make it. So that's the kind of sound we are going for, and I'll now go into how we made it. So start by making a new project, and we'll insert a new channel, the 3x oscillator, and here we have a couple of options. Basically we want to get the sound of white noise, which is this one here, right on the end. It looks like noise, a noise waveform. And we can either select it on all three, or because this has three oscillators, we could just select it on one. So say oscillator 3 and turn the volume all the way up. So that's the only oscillator that you'll hear. And this is what it sounds like. And because white noise is just every frequency being played at once, it will sound the same on every note. So the next step is to put it in the piano roll, and we'll just put 2 bars in it. Anywhere, doesn't matter which note we pick because they're all the same. And the next step is to link it to a channel in our mixer. Now the first 4 channels are taken by default by these instruments, so I'll just pick the next empty one. Doesn't really matter, but at least for this it doesn't really matter. And we can link it by either pressing Control L, or by clicking on our instrument, and in the top right corner is a little FX box, and if you drag that up to the channel you want it to be linked to, you'll see it's highlighted, then it'll be linked to that channel. I prefer Control L because when you use that it recolors and renames that channel with the instrument that you've linked. So now we can see it's linked. And the next thing we want to do is add a filter. So this is our effects rack, and we will choose the Fruity Love filter just because it's quick and easy. And in the top right corner of your plugin, these are 2 little arrows which represent sorting through presets. If you right click on it, you can see all the different presets and the names. We're going to choose Simple Low Pass. We just want a low pass filter for this. Now this Y knob represents resonance and the X knob represents cutoff. And what that means is the cutoff is going to control how many frequencies this plugin will allow through. So if we turn it all the way down, it's only going to allow through just the very lowest of frequencies, and this is what it will sound like. So those are all your bass tones there, and you can't really hear too much of it. As we drag the knob up, it'll allow through the mid-range and then eventually the highs or the treble. And that sound of it being dragged up is the sweep that we want. So now all we want to do is turn that knob from 0 to 100, but we want that to be controlled automatically. We don't want to have to sit there doing it. So first thing we'll do is put this pattern in our song. So go into song mode. So we're going to paste that pattern just right at the beginning, and then the next step is to come back to our plugin, start by setting this to 0, and then right click on it, and you'll see an option, Create Automation Clip. So just left click on that, and what that does is give us a little line here that represents the value that is being sent to the X knob. So the fact that it's all the way along the bottom tells us that the X knob is set to 0, but we want, as the song plays, that line to go from 0 up to 100. So we grab this end of it and drag it up to where 100 is, and right now that's a straight line, so it'll just be a straight paced sweep, no variance in the pacing of the sweep, and this is what it sounds like. And I'll let you look at the X knob while that happens. nope, that's a pattern. This is what it will sound like. Great. So that's the basic sound that we want, and from there it's really just a matter of taste for the song that you're putting it in, how fast you want that sweep to be. You may want it to be immediate or right at the end. Or you may want it to be reversed, where it starts with 100% and then the low pass filter. Yeah, so that's basically it. I hope the tutorial helped, and there'll be more to come. Thanks.